The broadcast is live.
Hey everybody, welcome to Monday Motivation. I'm Mike, and you
And I'm
can't see
Angie.
it. Yeah, there we go. We're glad everybody has joined us. It looks like how many people we have? At least 4 or 3.
Yeah. Hey, Paul.
D-Max, everything. Thanks
D-Mac.
for joining. Paul from Philly, which is on the other side of the state from us. So,
Oh, boy.
and we got Glam's Closet. How are you? And I think this one's directed at you.
I should have brought the cookies. I'm so sorry. They're downstairs in the kitchen, but you won't want to watch me eat them.
I don't eat any cookies, so.
Woot, woot. Who's motivated?
Yeah.
Who's listening?
I did not list a thing today.
Oh.
My wife took.
Is it confession time?
Well, no, my wife took a bunch of pictures because we went hiking and everything. So, we went hiking. She took some pictures. I got all the eBay orders. I did get all the eBay orders packaged up and ready to go tomorrow, though. So at least that's one good thing. Yeah, man. You should hear what she was going to do to me if we didn't do this live. We don't cut people out in Pittsburgh, though. So
these people, I tell you.
That was funny.
Okay, so everybody has to say their first name if they feel comfortable, so that because some people are kind of new. I don't know everybody.
So thanks
if
for
you don't mind.
Us, you nice treasures.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few names that I don't recognize.
Nice to see you guys. Thanks for coming. So, what do you want to get accomplished in our show? Let's talk about why are we doing this?
To motivate us. I think
Hi, Chris.
I think to really motivate us to list and maybe not just eBay either. I mean, it could be just
YouTube.
Yeah, and I mean, I know some of the people here are full-time resellers, some are part-time like myself, so we have full-time jobs that we have to go to every day, and this is just, I mean, trying to find a perfect mix sometimes is tough between family, full-time jobs, and oh, that's right, Armstrong.
Now, where's that compared to where you're at?
You know what? I'm not 100% sure. It's weird. Like in Western Pennsylvania, it's Beaver, Allegheny, and Butler County, and then and it's the weirdest thing. Like, I think Armstrong's actually really close to me.
Hey, Doug. Okay, so did anybody bring a notebook to this party? I know it's a party, but still.
I got one. See?
Okay.
See? It was just, you're lucky because it was just sitting here.
Me too. We almost should have planned on bringing Paul in so he could talk about his, he's doing $750 this month.
Oh, really? I actually got a planner too. My wife bought me a planner, so to try to keep my life organized.
Well, I just have grape Kool-Aid with caffeine.
I have water.
No crazy. And it's Monday. Come on, you guys.
Well, it doesn't even feel like a Monday because I was actually off of the real job today, so it was kind of nice just to relax, and we went for a hike to go see a waterfall, which I kind of like those YouTube shorts.
Hi, Marcy.
Okay, really nice.
We're trying to kind of push this just one direction as far as we want to encourage everybody that today is Monday. So usually at the beginning of the week, you have to ask yourself, what do I want to get done this week? I had a family reunion on Saturday, and all week last week, all I was focused on was the Saturday, and said to myself, I've got to get this garage to look like a normal garage. And I'm actually putting out a video because I feel like I'm going to be transparent because I can't possibly be the only person that kind of hides their eBay mess. I mean, when I watch videos, sometimes I'm like, wow, look at that. It's really like keeping house. Sometimes people are really good at it, and sometimes people have to rush around the house to clean up a little bit as the doorbell rings. You know, they always say that you can't imagine how much you can get done between the first doorbell ring and the third doorbell ring. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, especially with having the 3 kids too. It's like I mean, we always think the house is a mess, but now you throw on top of everybody else's trash is coming into the house because we're trying to make a couple bucks. But it's yeah. I've set some goals for myself. I think more recently too, and like I said, being part time, like I don't want like massive amounts of numbers to go out the door because I won't be able to keep up. And then it won't
Right.
be. I want it to be fun, but so I mean, we set our goals at like, hey, if I can list between 5 and 10 things a day, or sell 100 things a day, sell $100 worth of things each day. That's great.
Right.
So
Right. I think Commonwealth picker flipper.
it's
I
funny
can
you
never
say
remember
that.
which. Oh, there you go. I can never remember which channel he put out his video on, but he said he had $1,000 day, and all I thought to myself was, "Oh my goodness, can you imagine?" I mean, he is very organized. He can tell you where every single thing is
And I
in his
can too, but
inventory.
I think a
Well,
thousand
I'm
dollars
getting
a
there,
day.
but
Yeah, and there's certain, and everybody has a different way of labeling their system and whatnot. But $1,000 day too could just be four big things. I mean,
well, I
and
would
a
love
lot.
it to be only four big things,
Oh,
but
me
we know
too.
better.
No, that was super easy, but a lot of our stuff is smaller, and it's going to take a lot to add up. But
Right.
Chuck's here for the refreshments.
Hey, Jen. Glad you
I,
could make it.
I need to get caught up on the chat though.
Yeah.
So Butler in Indiana County. So that's where Armstrong County is. See, it's Butler. See, it's kind of
So which side is that on? East,
Butler's
west?
Butler's north of me. So I think that might be more east of Butler.
Okay,
And
so Chris, you're gonna do your bulk bin, 3 cases of bulk stuff. Now, I'm just writing this down, not that I'm like a mother or anything, but I just think sometimes it's nice to know when you go to do something like Paul put out that video on doing 750 this month. Paul, how you coming? It's already been today is day number 5.
wait till you hear what she wants you to bring later on to this. More than a notebook and a pen. 3 cases from bulk. You know what's funny is the bulk. I purchased 2 cases from them, and I did two. I only did one video on it because I deleted the other one. And at first, I thought I did great. I actually didn't do that well. I a lot of the items. I think what happened was I think everything got swamped and flooded. So a lot of the stuff we used for personal, but
Well,
Chuck didn't bring anything either.
I think sometimes with the $100 day for me, it's all about it depends on what you sold because
Yep.
I've sold a couple $100 items and I'm kind of like, okay, it was just one item. Where when you've sold 7 or 8 items and it's $100
Yeah.
day and you got rid of stuff that you're sick of looking at, I'm almost as excited about that as I am the. Never mind. No, I'm not. When I sell $100 item, I'm really excited. But
I have
I just
something.
mean there are times where I'm super excited.
I have something to bring up later too, and it's something I thought about today. And
Okay,
it deals.
Secrets of Wonderlust reselling. We were asking everybody if you feel comfortable with mentioning your first name. If but if you're not, we can call you SAWS. No, SWS. I don't know. Oh, Paul, you did not. 80. I listed 85 before the day started.
So does he have to list 750 items or sell?
No, he's trying to list 25 a day.
Which
I think.
is actually, I mean, that's still a lot. I mean, 25 a day. I mean, to take the pictures and edit them and get everything going, it's 25 is a lot.
Secrets of Wonderlust reselling. We're so glad you came. We're trying to motivate people to get excited about this week. Not that, like you don't have an assignment, you're not accountable to anybody unless you want to be, but we're just trying to encourage everybody to kind of think about what are you trying to accomplish this week?
And it'll keep us motivated too. Like, I mean, if I
Right.
sit there Friday and it's like, well, I said I was going to list 30 things this week and I didn't list anything, I better get on it. So
Except you have a little bit of an excuse.
I
I'm
do. I mean,
I'm home all day.
I try to list. I try to list mostly after they go to bed. And there's sometimes I'll try to list at lunch when I am working from home. But now that with us getting back to the office, I can't list at lunch. So there's going to be some days now, since I got the planner, I'm going to say, look, I'm only going to take pictures this night. I'll list this night. I'll edit videos this night. Because I
Right.
just noticed today that I probably have, and I mentioned this on Johnny's show, probably have a month worth of footage to edit. So
Wow.
it's
But
so I have
that's
a,
good to have to go back to
it is
so that
because
you
like
can kind of
when
pull
we go on
out.
when we go on vacation and we try to schedule our videos out anyway. So
Mhm.
this is going to really help us out.
Glamma's Closet. How close are you to 500? You should be really close. Because I think this morning, weren't you only 4 away? Maybe something like that.
500. That'd be nice.
Hmm.
It was funny when we started this YouTube channel. I thought, oh yeah, this. I didn't realize how slow the climb it actually is.
What's that?
I didn't realize how slow of a climb it is, and how you can wake
Hmm.
up one morning and be down 30 subscribers like that.
Oh, yeah. Today I gained like 9 or 10, and I've already lost 3 of those, which I've gotten to the point where when I gain them, I just know they're going to disappear. And if they stick around for more than a week, then I know, oh,
Then you're pretty
well, I
good.
guess they were legit.
Hmm.
But I think people subscribe because they're on a show. They see you on a show. They know nothing about your channel. They're
Yeah.
excited in the moment, and I'm great. You can subscribe to me all day long, all you want. All I'm saying is I usually subscribe to people, watch 1 or 2 of their videos, and then you can either kind of like on Facebook, you can either hide them or filter them or just not watch their videos, and eventually your feed will kind of slow down. Hey, there's Johnny. Hello.
Well, he's staying up late.
Oh yeah.
This
No,
is
he's
he's an hour
by me.
behind. Yeah, he's an
Yes.
hour behind. I'm
Yes,
staying up
he's.
late.
Oh, and there's Jennifer.
Well, you know we have
Oh,
to get
bless Jennifer's
together.
heart. She's going to be our link dropper tonight. I
She's
can tell that already.
I'm trying to
Maybe.
find where to. Oh yeah, there she goes. She got a wrench.
Oh, yeah. Have you been doing wrenches?
I have not yet.
Well, nobody can drop a link without a
I
wrench.
know. Yeah, you're right. See, hey, I'm trying to.
Well, I was in a
Hey,
news show. I was in a news show today. How many of you can identify with this? You're in a news show, and I'm kind of spoiled with Johnny, or even Backroad and Bitter Chuck. Several other shows where I just have to admit I'm like super spoiled. As soon as I come on, it's hey, how are you, and that sort of thing. So I went on a show and I said hello or whatever, nothing. So then I commented again with the conversation, nothing. Probably about the 4th or 5th comment, the person said, well, I'm going to quit giving out wrenches because it's just too much work. And I was like, I know it's a lot of work, but they were saying, oh, drop a link, drop a link. And I don't think you can drop a link unless you have a wrench.
you can't.
Yeah. So
I am adding. I am giving everybody a wrench now. So if I missed you, just let me know, and I'll give one to you.
hi, Sandy. Do I know you, Sandy? I'm not sure. I'm subscribed to you.
Sandy's another Pittsburgh person.
I've got to really pay attention here. So we've been asking everybody, especially when they first come on, what are your goals this week? What are you working on? What do you want to try to get accomplished? I've got a notebook. I'm writing it down. I was out after the 3rd time. Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. I've done that. Well, when I was in this group, I was just like, that's kind of weird. And so I, tried to comment or whatever. Then it got even worse. I got a phone call, and so, it takes you off YouTube completely. And I answered the phone call. Then I went back into the group, and this particular person had said, hey, let's go surprise so-and-so. And in the chat, the person said, let's go see, I'll just say yinzerpicker, but they didn't spell it. So to me, it sounded like Yinzer ticker. I couldn't make out what even the name was. So I was just completely left. And I couldn't see the chat because they didn't leave the chat thing on. So I was like, Paul, I am your biggest fan. Yes, I am. How did Cameron come up to say the other day that I was his biggest fan? Because I don't know. I don't remember saying that. I think I've only said it for you, Paul.
I'm not sure why my mic's muffled. So.
Oh, are you too close to it? Maybe.
I don't think so. It seems like it's pretty far away. Maybe I was too close.
Or maybe. Do you have your hand on the computer by any chance?
No.
Oh, Chuck, you wait till Saturday. I'm meeting Chuck for an auction. And Marcy, I hope you're coming. We got to keep Chuck in line, right? Bring a big bat so we can keep him.
So all you guys are meeting up this weekend, right?
What's that?
I said all you. Is everybody meeting up this weekend out there too?
Nope. There's an auction that I was kind of stalking Chuck just a little. He made the mistake of saying that somebody was his favorite auctioneer.
Okay.
And so I went online and looked up their local auctions because him and I are probably, well, the auction that I'm going to is 2 hours from my house. So I looked up that auctioneer, and my brother actually lives in the city that he'll be at this auction. So I reached out to my brother, and it's going to be like a whole big deal. I'll go for breakfast with my brother, and then I'll just happen to meet my coolest, I don't know, pickers at that auction as well. So hopefully we'll find some good deals. But Johnny stole all my deals yesterday. I was all bummed.
Well, we'll see that when the video comes out.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're a super fan.
Well, to me, it's like if somebody made a video, I want them to know that I actually watched it. Wow. You need to catch up on the comments.
I'm getting there.
Hi, Sandy.
Well, see,
thanks for coming.
Are you reading? Which chat are you reading though?
I got them both in front of me. Remember, I told you I opened up.
I have them both, but I'm watching the one on ours. So.
Oh, okay. So I'm ahead of you.
You are.
Got to be on the ball here.
Oh,
New England Thrifter. Thank you for coming. Good to see you.
I'm going to give them a wrench.
So anyway, going back to Chuck had said that I'm a good commenter, but to me, it's like you made the video. And when I say, hey, great finds, I just think, to me, that sounds kind of bland as far as like, I like to specifically say what I liked in your find, only because for one, it's really true. You probably had some really good finds. For two, it helps you to realize that somebody actually really was paying attention to your video. Yeah. So I don't know.
I had somebody comment on mine today. They said I might have missed a dress. And I was like, well, which one was it? Because I did look at a couple sections for the women's clothes, and they told me I have to go back and watch it, though. So I think I missed a good dress, but I don't do women's clothes, so that's the thing. Oh.
She can't handle responsibility. Don't worry. It's just so that you can drop your link. So if everybody wants to drop their link for their channel, did Jigsaw Jen make it here? Did I see that yet?
I thought, yeah,
she's here.
Yep. In the comment box, I just gave you.
She says she's got to get her unlisted items out of the living room before she leaves on vacation on Friday. Ooh, good luck with that. I think I'd pack them up, put them in a box, and pretend they weren't there. But anyway, it's good. List. That's a better idea.
Maybe next week I'll have a new microphone.
What's that?
Maybe next week I'll get a new microphone.
I have a microphone, but my problem is that then I won't be able to hear it. I don't know why. It's weird like that. So she's here and she's an absolute doll. Jigsaw Jen, yes. I watched your videos. Everybody needs to go over and subscribe to Jigsaw Jen. Johnny got me started on YouTube because I'd go into his chat and he'd be like, have you made a YouTube yet? Let's see, you make a comment on her video and called me out that I did not make a comment on her very first video. Ah, nice.
Thanks for stopping by. Resell Royalty 74. Just gave you a wrench. It's moving too quick.
Okay, next time I guess I'm in charge because Johnny has the same problem too. But
I know. Well, see, you're reading ahead of me, and I'm trying to.
Okay.
There's a couple of names that I haven't seen before.
Oh yeah, we got. Could you put your link in the chat, please? Maybe Jigsaw Jen doesn't know how to. If somebody else can get on there and copy it or something, I don't know if I can do that and talk it. I mean,
You know
I know,
what? Well,
but
I don't want to open up another YouTube page because you know how that
right.
goes, especially with my music. Like, I don't want my intro starting and
Well,
just.
if you just go in and look up Jigsaw Jen, I mean, she'll come up. I don't think she has maybe 4 or 5 subscribers, but she is very comfortable in front of the camera. And that's one thing that Johnny told me that, listen, don't be so intimidated by it. And I'm still kind of nervous when I actually do better if I turn the phone around instead of looking at myself. So then I'm just looking into the phone, and I practiced um, in
Oh,
the mirror a lot. Or when I'm driving down the road, I'm like, hey, this is Dayton Valley Deals. Hey, there you go. All right.
see
Look at all them.
now I'm
Woo!
back
Is
up on the
that three,
treadmill.
three, three, three drops, 3 dropped links? Okay, but Mike, you're way behind. Chop chop.
I know. Well, I was
Who
trying to
did
get
we
that
miss
link.
though? Johnny, you were saying something about some comments. Did we talk about that already? I think so. What's
Which one?
comfortable? You have to. Okay. Nice. That was nice, Johnny.
Yeah, I subbed to her too. I wasn't subbed, so.
Very good. Well, I like how Johnny does that in his shows, that he's always like, let's get people
Mhm.
um, some subs.
I
Yes,
got a lot of my
subscribers.
I got
Yes.
a lot of my subs from his show, so.
Yeah. Yeah. And um what I thought was, wow, I think Jigsaw Jen has only been doing this maybe a week or two, and she's already got like 5 videos up. And I was like, yeesh, I've been doing this 2 weeks and I have, or maybe 3 weeks and I have two. Yeah, well, I know. When you get old, it just depends. Um,
Fix there.
New England Thrifter made a comment about getting old and that you just don't care anymore.
Does it sound muffled now?
No, there was a little bit of an echo just for a second, but now I think it's okay.
Okay.
Very good. I was just going to back to what Philly Flipper or Paul said about not being nervous. There have only been very few times where I could tell that Paul was like, I don't really want to talk. And then he just jumps right into being himself. So,
Yeah, his lives too are really fun to watch. I listen to him while I'm at work, so
oh, he's a riot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the one that was the best. I think was when he was on Chuck's show. I think it was last week. That one had me cracking up a lot.
Was that when he was all disguised?
Yep, that
Because
was.
I saw them and I'm on the phone and I'm going to my grandson's birthday party. And I was like, why is Paul all dressed up weird? That's just weird. And I couldn't hear any of the audio. So I just kept going and never thought nothing of it.
That was a really good show.
Yeah. That was Nate. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Everybody's subbing to Jen, so that's good.
Yes, that's awesome.
I
don't know if you heard me say that I turned my phone, and it's pretty hilarious because if you could see my setup, I actually use priority mail tape and wrap it around my tripod with my phone on there.
Okay.
And I turn it toward me, and then I do a little test here, blah, blah, blah. And then I go and I check it to see if you can see myself. Because it's so funny when people be like, I don't know why I cut my head off. And I'm like, didn't you edit the tape? I mean, didn't you look at it? But
Yeah,
Paul was having an identity crisis.
he was.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, resale royalty 74. Do we know your first name? Introduce yourself. Or did you already say your name? The chat's actually moving pretty,
It's moving a lot faster.
So, but we have to go back to, what are you motivated to try to accomplish this week? I'm going to try to take Paul's challenge, but I'm going to scale it back just a little bit. I'm going to try to do 500 yet by the end of this month. So I've got to sit down and figure out how many days. I think I got about 25 days. That's about 20 a day. And I think 20 is about my record. So that means I got to really kill it. Oh, Tina. Hi, Tina.
I'm going to
glad to have you.
I'm going to say I'll do 50 to start out. 50 for the week, or 50 a week.
Oh, okay.
So whatever that. Because I'll try to do 10 a day.
Okay. I'm writing this down. So I'm going to ask you next week. I'm going to be like,
No,
huh.
that's fine. I wanted to mention too, Philly Flipper. I'm really shocked he has not commented on the flag over here. So
Oh,
I'm really shocked he's here, even with the flag back there. But that's okay.
yeah. Are you guys rivals? Like,
Yeah, he's
the
with him being in Philly and us being in Pittsburgh. He has a better baseball team, but our football teams are about the same. But hockey teams, that's okay.
Can you guys hear the locusts outside? I'm in my bedroom hiding because my husband is hard of hearing and he's got the TV up really high and the locusts are just, and I'm sweating like crazy because my fan is right here, but I knew that would be like, so, so if I'm shiny, that I made a bunch of different videos, and I'm looking at myself. I don't know if you guys saw my new video, but if you look close enough, you can see all these little black dots. That's because I was eating chocolate chip cookies and a chocolate cupcake right before I did the video. And I didn't apparently check my face.
Oh, so are the locusts
So,
bad out there?
what's that?
Are the locusts bad then?
No, it's just that when it gets really hot and really humid like this, they start making all kinds of,
Yeah, we haven't had that problem, so
Oh, see, now they're quiet all of a sudden. It must have.
because you're
I
talking
said,
about
be quiet. Be quiet. So, Sandy, I don't think I've seen you in other shows. Um, have you said what you're going to try to do this week? Are you on eBay? And do you do YouTube? Because if you do, everybody is welcome to drop their link. So I wanted us to talk. They're probably cicadas. Is that the word? Did I say that right?
cicadas.
Cicadas.
Yeah, I don't know.
We call them locusts, but I'm probably not correct.
We have our own language out here in Western Pennsylvania,
Right.
Pittsburgh. So
Sandy's in all of your shows. She can't be your number one fan. That's me.
well, she watches all my videos too. So
No, Sandy.
she likes the Pennsylvania people. So that's good.
Well, you got to come to Iowa, Sandy. I have cookies. I bribed Johnny and Brandon with cookies yesterday.
Is that why Chuck's meeting you?
What's that?
Is that why Chuck's meeting up with you?
I never thought that I'll have. Oh, I'm bringing cookies for only Marcy because Marcy has to put up with Chuck. I think she deserves cookies, don't you think?
I think they all do.
Yes, you did hear cookies, chocolate chip. And I actually made them from scratch. So I cheat. I don't know if anybody knows that you can take a yellow cake mix and you can put a third of a cup of oil in it and 2 eggs and you mix it up. And then all you got to add is your chocolate chips. And that's like an instant chocolate chip recipe, but it's not nearly as good as like from scratch with the butter and everything. So anyway, so yes, we have chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, Sandy said, did she hear cookies?
Yep. And I would get them and eat them in front of everybody.
See,
but
you should do a video on that. You should do a video on your cookies.
It's so funny you say that only because I've made such a big deal about it. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. Resale Royalty says that they would list about 60 a week, and that is all they've got in them. I'm sorry, Tina. That's Tina. Yes.
That's still a lot.
Boy, 60 a week though. That's still really good. And if you work at all or do anything like other than like for me, it's this is all I've got. I'm at home. Well, my husband says I can't say I'm stay-at-home mom anymore because I'm never home. I'm probably sourcing now.
Well, I think too, like listing, say 50 things a week. When I look at my pile, I don't think I have that much.
Oh, you should come to my house then.
But I do have that much, and then plus we try to go out every Saturday and try to find stuff. But usually it's right now it's yard sales, garage sales. I'm trying to avoid the Goodwills and thrift stores just because we find better things at the yard sales and stuff. So
right. Well, things should slow down here because our community sales are usually only the month of June. Like all the little towns around me have their community sales, and then they kind of disappear in the month of July.
Okay.
Poor Chuck, anti-cookie. Maybe it's because you have a few pounds that you're trying to get off. At least my husband literally told me, make up all those cookies and take them all to Johnny and Brandon, which I don't know. Is Johnny still out there? Did you eat all your cookies, Johnny?
You can sell your cookies on YouTube. Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that. Maybe that's my next great DMAX everything. Work in progress. Yes.
So she's just like me then, just full-time job and just sells on the side.
Right. Hey, there's James. James will make sure everybody's got the links in the chat. I think we lost Jennifer. Jennifer's probably she's got family stuff happening and a crazy schedule right now.
Horizon Picks, I just gave you a wrench also, and James, I gave you one too.
A juicer today and just parted it out. Should get 250 when everything sells. Wow. Well, you know what? Is it Kevin? That's Commonwealth. What's his first name? Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin.
Kevin says, when in doubt, part it out. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
if anybody posts a link in the chat, I'll go back. I'll go back afterwards too and subscribe to everybody too.
Yes, me too. I just can't do everything.
I'm having a hard time keeping up with the chat anyway.
The chat's really moving now.
I know. I'm trying to
Horizon Picks, what is your first name, if you don't mind telling everybody? And we are talking a little bit about what you're trying to accomplish this week. Are you trying to work on your YouTube? Are you trying to list like a crazy person? And you know, I don't know if you saw Paul's video, but he was encouraging everybody to do 750 this month. And I said, no way. In fact, I only have 185 active listings right now. So if I do 500 this month, I will be almost tripling what I have to sell. But if you saw, well, you haven't seen it yet, but I'm making a video about my garage and how I cleaned it out and moved all my eBay stuff into a bedroom. I could list 500 things pretty easily.
I did 22 on Saturday, so.
That's really good, especially if it's clothing or anything complicated.
Well, that's the problem is I haven't done the clothing, and you can't see it behind me, but there's a pile of clothing behind me. So.
Okay. So Horizon Picks, that's Roy.
Yes.
Okay.
He's in Pennsylvania too, if I remember right. I think he might be. I think he's closer to Philly Flipper than he is me.
Oh, okay.
And there's Resale Royalties channel.
Yeah. My problem with like trying to do an auction would just be I wouldn't know what to auction off because I
have a ton of stuff.
It's so good.
Maybe we can do that on Monday night. Maybe that could be one of them.
Oh, maybe.
No, maybe
a certain night of the month or something. We'll talk about it later, but sure. Lehigh Valley.
Also, too, is if anybody has a channel or something and wants to come on as a guest one Monday night, let us know. I think my email should be in the link below, and just come or reach out to one of us, and we can get you scheduled.
Paul's got to come on. I already talked to him.
Well, I think Chuck has to come on too, and Johnny.
Yeah, Chuck too. Yep. It's almost as good as Paul's.
Wait, what? Okay.
I was going to say, Sandy says that she just does Facebook Marketplace, but I have had nothing with Facebook Marketplace. But granted, I haven't listed a whole lot.
I've actually just started doing. I've only done local stuff, but I started to do to where you can ship.
Oh, sure.
And it's like I shipped a VCR out to Chicago. So I've liked Facebook Marketplace. It's good for things that I don't want to ship, but some things have sold better on Facebook than it has on eBay. So.
Right. Well, I was just in one of Roy's auctions the other day, and I think I bought a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and some sort of a really vintagey. Is it Conseco or I don't remember what the name of the vintage video game was, but I just bought it because I knew it was cool. Because I have a Commodore 64. If anybody has any information on it and they want to like email me or talk to me or whatever.
You haven't listed it yet?
No, it's just so overwhelming. I have 2 boxes of software that goes just with it. I have a box of tapes that go into it for the programs. And
did you test it?
What's that?
Does it work?
Yes. Yep. I played Frogger on it already.
I bought a Sega, the handheld Sega system. I can't remember what it's called now. Sega Game Gear, and I actually sat here and played Sonic on it, and it was and I didn't want to sell it, but it sold. So
Nice. Nicole
there's a
Fines.
question right here. Has anyone tried to sell food and beverage products? I've sold glasses and dishes like that, but we do pretty well. Tupperware, but I'm not sure what other products.
Actually, food, like maybe on Amazon at all, because I don't know if eBay. Oh, actually, I did. I had a great big. Somebody gave me a gallon jug of coffee creamer, and I was so excited because I was like, "Hey, I'm just going to throw that on eBay," and I had probably 400 views. People were clicking on it like crazy. Everybody else was selling it for like $9.99. I had it way down to $6.99, and I didn't have a watcher. I didn't have anything, and I was just like. And my husband suggested just taking it off because food could be so touchy as far as like, oh, the person could. But I think everything on eBay is like that. They can scam you all that they want. So, you just have to decide what you like. Nicoma Fines, I don't know your first name if you don't mind saying it, but thank you for coming. It's good to see you.
She sold Frugal Peanuts and sold Tic Tac Gum on eBay. Which blows my mind that you could just go to the store and buy it, but hey.
I sold some pure chewing gum, and pure chewing gum is sweetened with only with xylitol, and that particular flavor was not available in California at the time. So I think that was why.
Verizon Picks sells in-date food whenever they get it wholesale.
Mm-hmm. Well, and some areas are not open, and sometimes if you can get it shipped to you for free, and you don't have to remember to grab it at the store. I've done that before, where it's fine. I'm like, you bet, I'll buy it. So
just jumped on me again. So
okay, well, James, saying hello, and
picked up her first plush haul at the Goodwill bins today. Plush is great. I mean, it's
check out Cajun Reseller.
Yep. I've been doing. I got the Build-A-Bears. We just picked up some Mickeys, and we actually just picked up. It's not plush, but it's Barbies. I think it was in our video posted today. It was the Wizard of Oz Barbies. See, I did it again. It's just if you watch the video, I said it and I messed up. But in my head, I'm like, did I really just say that? And I kept it in the video, and my kid rewound it 20 times to laugh. They were crying when they watched it, but I just did it again though.
Hi, Michael. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for coming tonight. Do you have any goals for the week? Are you planning on doing anything exciting? Yeah. Hold on just a second. I'm going to let you.
Oh, you got.
Yep. I got a visitor at my door. So give me a second. You can catch up on the.
I know. I'm catching up on it now.
Catch up on them. Yeah.
I think everybody, if you don't have a wrench, just comment and I'll give you guys one. And feel free to drop your links to your channel. And like I said, I'll subscribe after I'm done. And I think Angie will subscribe too once the chat's over. But
don't. It's too loud. They can't hardly hear me probably. So
everybody's subbing to everybody. So James, what time is it down in Mexico?
He can't keep up with the comments. Too funny.
This is the first episode. It's something we were talking about for the past couple weeks. So we finally wanted to do this on Mondays. We're going to try to do every Monday. Every Monday is going to be our goal. Maybe another day sprinkled in. Maybe we'll do an auction. But if anybody, like I said before, wants to be on the show, and we'll get your takes on some things. So we'll get you set up and email us and reach out to us. Noma Fines is also doing a $100 eBay challenge.
Okay.
So you're behind us. So you're an hour behind me, James.
Sorry about that. So Michael must not have been doing eBay very long, maybe, huh?
Well, how long have you been doing eBay?
I've only been doing it since April 3rd was my very first day.
I've been selling
So
since
I have not been.
2000. I've been doing it since 2009.
Oh, wow.
And I really wish I would have started a YouTube channel back then, but
Yeah, I have learned so much. And
it's crazy. Like I would have
yes, it
never
is.
thought. Like whenever I searched, like I didn't think people filmed what they were doing.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
it truly is like American Pickers. I've heard
yep,
Mountain Man say it's just kind of like American Pickers where people love watching you. I
correct.
like I like it the best when people will literally say, I'm walking up to the sale. Oh, look, there's a Barbie, and oh, look, there's a this and there's a that. Because sometimes the video camera doesn't really show in a very clear way what you're seeing, or if I'm watching on my phone, it's such a teeny tiny screen. Jen is saying, are you two going to swap back and forth? Yeah, he can't keep up with the comments. Next week, I'm going to have to do it.
Well, I keep
He's a
forgetting. Like
man doing two things at once. Oh, no, I'm just
so, like
teasing.
I know, like
I'm just teasing.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Well,
we
see,
will. It's our
that's another
very
thing.
first
Like,
show, Jen. Just like
yeah,
my very first time on YouTube, I was like, "Eesh,
and
we're
what you
doing a
just said
video."
about talking to the camera, it's something my wife keeps telling me. That, like when I'm out at the yard sale, she's like, talk to him, and so
Right.
maybe I'm gonna motivate myself to do that too.
Well, or you can do voiceover when you
Which
do it.
I just did one for the first time. I did the voiceover, and I got to
Mhm.
work on that a little bit because it's watching it and trying to. Because I find myself like I found like a law, like a lag in it, just to try
Right.
to
Right.
and I don't like the dead air, so
Right. Well, I like that's why I mean, I'm telling you, I'm very partial to Paul the Philly Flipper. He just really, but I have to say Chuck wins the personality award cuz his video said, "Did I flush it down the toilet?" That was awesome. Oh my goodness. And then Marcy made one something about an antique kitchen. She showed it in a picture and it was so close. I really thought she meant like she went to a farmhouse and like bought everything in the antique kitchen. And at the very end, oh, I won't ruin it. You got to watch the video.
yeah, we gotta watch
All I can say is
it.
it's very, very cool.
So D-Mac's been selling on eBay for about 3 weeks, and on and off on
Yay.
Amazon for. I'm afraid of Amazon
Nice.
stuff.
Yeah, see, I don't know enough about
Me
Amazon either,
neither.
but that's awesome.
There's James's
Okay.
link. Lamb's Closets in St. Louis. Oh, the Build-A-Bear
Yeah,
headquarters.
she's only 5 hours away from me. I was just really close to St. Louis. Well, the first week of March, we went right through St. Louis,
Well,
so
Philly
we could
Flippers.
have had a
Philly
meetup. I could
Flippers.
have brought cookies.
I'm about 5 hours from Philly Flippers, so
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm new to Amazon. Yeah. Well, I would think that there would be a really good community for Amazon as well.
yeah, you would think so.
Oh,
That's funny.
well,
Those are fighting words.
yeah. James helped me with my computer the other day. It was so crazy. It was stuck in this loop and I couldn't get to my taskbar at the bottom. And Johnny was trying to help me. And Johnny's like, well, just click on this. And I'm like, you don't understand. I got those little arrows going both ways. And I was like, no. Okay. So for anybody that has joined us just within the last 10 or 15 minutes or whatever, we're just going to keep, I wouldn't say we're keeping going back, but it's the beginning of the week. What are you going to try to get accomplished this week? Are you following like Philly Flipper Paul? He is trying to do 750 listings in 1 month. I don't know if I'll do 750 in the next 3 months, but I'm really going to push for 500 this month.
I'm gonna do 200 for the month, I think.
Yeah, I think that's really good. But yeah, James, I may have to make a cookie video and I may have to send some cookies out just as a goodwill gesture. I've really had a lot of people that have been so good to me and so kind. And
And
I
that's the
mean,
thing about this community is everybody tries to help everybody out.
yep. Well,
That's
and
what's
that's why I
nice
really
about it.
want to jigsaw Jen to get on here and to see that there's a lot of people that'll help her.
Yep.
If anybody can be kind to her and help, my goal is vacation. I agree, Robert. Yep, yep.
Well,
You
that's
were
the thing
enjoying it
too.
yesterday.
And like I say, if you comment on one of my videos with a question, I respond to pretty much every comment. So And if you have a question about something, I don't have a problem helping, because what you're looking for compared to what I'm looking for could be totally different. There's no competition with that. So
I'm seeing the comments before Mike gets a chance to get to him, and I'm just over
it's
here
like they
laughing.
jump on me. They're jumping quick.
I'll help everybody except Paul. That's because Paul doesn't need help, man. He rocks it. What is Save Here First? What's her first name? Ella, I think. She was teasing Paul yesterday on his show, and she was saying, you need to get the camera in the right spot, because he wears, he's so tall that he wears his GoPro here and he's cutting everything off or whatever. But I tell you, I defended Paul and said, listen, his videos are awesome. And they really are. And I just like how he talks through but like I said, you could also dub the audio, and you could put in, like as you're playing it back, you can record over what you had. I think I haven't done that yet, but
Yeah, I can do that in my program. So, like I said, I just did it with one of the videos because, and it doesn't really matter at this point because I'm not monetized. But like my video today already has a copyright claim on it.
Really?
Yeah, the first 8 seconds to 48 seconds. It was a Brad Paisley song, and it was loud, and I knew it was going to happen. And I normally will cut it out, but I was like, I'm not cutting it out of this one.
Yep. I cut out just a little 2 or 3 seconds of me walking into my building on that video, just because I could hear music in the background. I couldn't even make it out, but
my problem was it was 32 seconds. So to cut that out was a little too much. And I know even like when I do Goodwill or the thrift store now, the music is so loud that I either just put my own music in and just
Right, yep. Yeah. Okay, so what
claims are not the issue. So the strikes
how
are
about
the issue.
links? Is everybody putting their links in? Antiques from Karen Janet. I don't think. Are you on YouTube?
She needs a wrench, so I gave her a wrench just now.
Drop her link. And
I think everybody has a wrench. I think I'm actually caught up with that.
Wow, nice.
Antiques from Karen got a copyright warning from Babes playing the guitar.
Does anybody sell sewing machines on eBay? I have not looked it up, because they're on auctions all the time, but they're super heavy to ship.
I sold a mini Singer one. It was real small. It was probably only used a couple times. It sold. It wasn't a big money maker, but it sold. See, I like the way. Yep, I like that. Anything you make a buck on. I mean.
Right. My business model, I call it churn and burn, and that's because I'm churning it and I'm burning it right out the door. Churn and burn, baby. So she's a big star on YouTube. Woo, yeah. Drop your link. We'll all subscribe. Featherweight cell. Okay.
What is that?
It's probably a featherweight sewing machine. Really super light. Something that's super light. The other thing I was going to ask was, I have a Tiffany style lamp that's 16 by 16 and like 20 inches tall, and it's beautiful. But I finally took it off eBay because I just knew it was going to be awful to try to sell. I just I had a lot of watchers, and it was really I think Facebook Marketplace would be a better place for something like that. An old Singer model. Okay. A little Singer. Okay. Yeah, they must be pretty light, I would assume.
Johnny's working.
Taking care of emails. Yeah, I thought you were on vacation, Johnny.
It never stops. I mean,
it
really doesn't. That's like before I was waiting to start this. It was. I was responding to emails.
Right.
Tom Cruise joined us.
That's right. Chuck's a featherweight and a singer. Woo, Chuck. Yeah, well, I'm going to see if you can sing on Saturday. Marcy and I will put you up to it.
Beaumont Picker's in here. I'm going to give him a wrench.
Oh, nice. Now, Beaumont Picker, I saw you, I think, in Johnny's chat, but I don't think I know you by your first name. But
I'm not good with names.
You don't have to say your first name if you don't want to. That's fine. But I just want to say, hey. So good to have you.
And remember,
so
feel free to drop your link.
My videos are goofy. Oh, well, it can't be that bad. We'd probably be happy to. We'll all Brandon made it. He finished his cookies. Let's see. What'd you get? Like, oh, I think you only got one. So I did a package or a plate of 9, and I did 3 plates, but I figured that Robert and Johnny needed they each needed a plate, and then Brandon got a plate. And so Gil is my name and picking is my game. Do you have videos, Gil? Because that sounds like something that.
Sounds good.
Okay, Glamis Closet. I forgot your first name already. I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to email me, and I'm just gonna have to send you some cookies. And you know what? When we get 50 people in a chat at one time, we will draw a random person, and I will send 2 dozen cookies to that person. Chocolate chip cookies.
Can you tell how many people are in there now?
No, I can't see it.
Me neither.
You either. Can anybody tell us how many people are in the chat? Like maybe somebody can tell us what the
there's
19.
Well, if you look up in the top screen, there is 19 people or 17 people watching now. We just lost it.
Oh, Paul, I don't know. I could maybe be talked into that. 17. Okay. Yeah, 19. Well, that's pretty good. I didn't know if anybody's going to show up. We're so glad everybody came. We've been talking about today is Monday motivation, and we just really want to get people encouraged and excited. I'm working on really trying to figure out thumbnails, YouTube, and of course listing, but I feel like YouTube is a lot like eBay, that you just have to do it, and you can do it kind of not so great at first because you're going to learn as you go along. And there's so many people on this great community that everybody kind of learns pretty well.
And we didn't know what to expect doing this live on a Monday night either.
No, we didn't. No. Well, Joey Bada Bing is live right now.
Hey, and we get at least we got some. At least we got some.
Right. Yep.
And Hustling Fools Arizona joined. I gave them a wrench. They are out in Arizona.
You got to be here, man. I could bribe you with cookies, right?
The monsoon's out in Arizona.
Yeah, we could use some rain here, but we had a lot of rain a couple weeks ago.
See, it's funny. Like they said, landscape mode is the lesson on YouTube, but with the shorts, they want you to do it in portrait.
Really?
Yeah, whenever I went and did a short today, it told me keep it in portrait. So.
Oh, okay.
We have 20 now watching.
I forgot your first name already. I'm so sorry. Thank you for dropping your link. I'll watch some of your videos so that I can feel like I know you a little bit better.
Joey, oh, that's right. Joey Bada Bing's going to be on Chuck's show.
Nice. What would you do for a chocolate chip cookie? How many listings? What kind of listing goal would you reach if I said I'd send you a dozen chocolate chip cookies? So maybe put in the chat. You say, okay, this week, and I'm gonna trust you that you'll make your goal. And if you make your goal, I will pick 5 people that I'll send a dozen cookies to, chocolate chip cookies. Maybe that's what I should do, huh? What do you think?
You just start something. Tell me, you need to do a cookie video.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a cookie video, but I think, oh, I know, James. Oh my goodness, what can we have you do? I am number 12. Oh, nice. What would you do with a Klondike bar? Yeah. I feel your pain. I can't. Oh, it is hot and humid in Iowa. That's for sure.
Ugh. It was almost 100 here today.
Oh, yeah. I made my goal.
Gotta send him his cookies.
Well, I have some cookies that I just made yesterday, so I could send them out in the mailbox. I still haven't gotten my cup yet, Paul, but the mail didn't go today, so you know. So I went on Johnny's auction, and I mean, I was like there last minute, and Paul was selling a cup that says, "Thank you for being awesome." And I just thought there's just so many people that could use that cup. What's with baking cookies? So on Johnny's show in the morning, we talked about that we all got together yesterday. There was a place that we all met up, and we went to some place that we could go picking. And I brought Johnny and Brandon some cookies, and Robert. And so, yeah. Wow, your conversation is way. You need to keep going there, Mike. Jump in
I
there.
got you. I got it.
Okay. Too hot here. Yeah. Tacos might cool you off. Let's see here.
Yes, ma'am.
How many doorknobs would you lick for a dozen cookies? Oh, don't lick doorknobs. I'll send you the cookies, James. Ugh.
If you lick those doorknobs, you might not be around to get the cookies.
Right? Especially in Mexico, but I guess, it'd be just as bad here, right? Ugh.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a very fun day yesterday, and I was glad to bring the cookies. My kids are all out of the house, so that was part of my thing with starting eBay. I needed something to keep me busy. I had done walking like a crazy person last year, and so then this year I was like, I can't keep walking like that. I got to make money or do something with this walking. And yes, there's apps where you can make money from walking, but not anything that I was, super excited about. So anyway, I started doing eBay and stuff, and I started with I don't know if you guys have heard of Resell Junkie, this really young kid, really super great, nice kid. That he was one of the first videos that I saw, and then Mountain Man, and I mean they just came in droves after that. And somehow I got hooked up with Johnny, and oh my goodness, Johnny's the man, Johnny's the boss. And anyway, so we met up yesterday, and I said I'd bring them some cookies. Oh, isn't my my channel is not on my description there?
I thought I put it.
Oh, edit name. Dayton Valley Deals. Oh, Dayton Valley Deals is my channel. So, but somebody, maybe James can drop my link in the chat. That would be wonderful. Yeah, I only have 2 videos and 2 shorts, I think. And I feel bad because on my short, I said, one of them, I said, do you know what this is? And I meant to put the answer, and nobody even commented on it. So I was like, well, I guess nobody knew what it was. So
But the shorts. I think the shorts are a good thing, and I know it. I think it's just being tested. So hopefully they keep it because I mean you can almost kind of use that as a tool to kind of give a preview for your upcoming video. Like you can film something at the thrift store, go at a yard sale, give a little sneak peek for your video that's coming out. So
I was trying to drop my link, and I don't know how I can do that while I'm in the chat.
you should just be.
James said he can. He's just on his phone right now, so he will in a minute. James, between James and Jennifer, I'm really spoiled.
Yes.
They always drop links in the Hustlin' Fool AZ. I will definitely. I love shorts better than pants. Oh, thanks for dropping my link there, Robert.
There's Angie's link.
There you go.
I need to get a Philly Flipper shirt.
Yeah,
I
well.
think that's next on the list.
So tell me what goal you're going to hit between this week and next week so you can be eligible for a dozen cookies.
I'm not eligible, so.
Yeah, you're part of the stream, so you're not eligible. So what's the name of your link, Angie? It's Dayton Valley Deals, and it's up in the chat. If you go a couple up from what you just said,
Here.
right there. There you go. It's on the screen right now. So if you click on that, that should take you to my YouTube channel so you can subscribe and watch my very small.
Is Deals with the money
Iowa.
sign at the end?
What's that?
Now, does Deals have the money?
Not on YouTube.
Okay.
That's just something that I did to make my little trademark thingy look kind of cool. I thought that added to my little trademark.
No, and actually, I kind of did that for the thumbnail. So,
what was that?
I did that for the thumbnail. There's Alexa talking.
Oh. Did anybody else watch the video that Mike's talking away and saying this and saying that, and all of a sudden Alexa comes on and says,
I'm going to turn her off.
Recognize that song. Oh, that was pretty funny. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to do he can never do the comments fast enough. My link is Dayton Valley Deals. We saw that.
Right here.
Yeah. So I saw on the YouTube upload, they have a set up for you to also upload a short. Yep. Especially if you go to, it's right in the middle of your phone, like in the bottom there. So that's how I did it.
And you could do 15 or 60 seconds or somewhere in between there too. It doesn't even have to be that long. Because I think we did one last night that was only like 13 minutes.
But don't feel obligated to sub to me. Truly, I mean, I would rather that you enjoy the content and actually. And it's my first couple videos, so I am not very good.
But
So,
that would
but
get the
it'll
but
get
if
better. I
well
promise. I actually
once you
finally
get those subs though, once you get the subs, that's going to motivate you to do more videos.
Well, that's true. That's true. But I actually did you see that I actually put writing across my video and I tried
Yep.
to add this and I tried to add that. And I took the part the last video, I was so like, oh, I can't watch myself anymore that I didn't edit out the part where you walk in or, because I had done it on my camera or something. And anyway, I hadn't taken that part off. So it was pretty bad. Let's see here. I'm not sure I'm capable of making a short. Oh, well, you know what? If when you go to make a short, if you think just very quickly of something, something really simple that you want to ask somebody, that would be something that,
Yep.
uh, if you don't, like, have you ever listed a sewing machine on eBay? That would be a very quick sub,
Oh, that's a good
or
idea.
not sub, a quick short that you could show your sewing machine and what you sold it for. Hey, sewing machines are awesome on eBay. That's a very quick little thought. It's just something that you want to put out in a minute or less. Isn't that right? Shorts have to be less
Yes.
than a minute.
60 seconds or less.
So I guess nobody wants any cookies. So, like I said, if you want to put in what you're going to accomplish in the next week, I'd send you a dozen cookies if you make your goal this next week. That includes you, Paul. I might send your cookies anyway. We'll see.
Well, I appreciate that on the shorts. We were trying to learn with those, so
Right. Well, and it's just like with a YouTube video, you have to get familiar with that
yeah.
format. So
And they have really good You got really good cookies too.
okay. Yeah, I can't stay away from. I'm like, ugh, gotta knock it off. Yes, you have okay. But if you make your monthly goal like you're saying, Paul, I will send you a second dozen. I'm gonna box them up tomorrow and the mail even goes out tomorrow. So, but I haven't gotten my cup yet. So, does the mail take so long to get there? That's crazy. That was one of my very first bad mailing experiences. I sold a pair of 25-pound dumbbells. I was so excited and I sold them for only $40. I mean, that's like nothing. I listed them and within 15 minutes they sold and I was like, oops, but I thought, hey, I'm just trying to, get a bunch of stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There's a goal.
There's your
And
first
so
one.
anyway, I sold them and I was all excited and I'd never listed or I'd never sold something so heavy. So I carried them into the post office. The postmaster helped me box them up. I was so excited. We put the label on it. We were good to go. First of all, the one thing I learned, she didn't give me a receipt saying that she scanned it. She had not scanned it. It went all the way out to Philadelphia is where it was the final destination. And finally they got scanned once they got there. But that was 3 weeks later.
Wow.
I don't know what happened. So the guy finally answered, or first he says, hey, it's been 10 days and it was only supposed to be 3. It's been 10 days, are you going to find my, and of course, eBay was kind of going nuts saying, why isn't this sent? And I had sent it, but I didn't have any proof that I sent it. So now I get a receipt every single time I go in. So then the guy says, no problem, I'll send it back. I said, all you got to do is send refuse on there. And I went through the post office and made the post office go get it. I mean, he didn't even do that. I did, which was cool. But so they picked it up and guess what? I have not gotten those back yet. Go figure, right?
I'm not sure.
Not real excited about the whole, Philly. Sorry, Paul. You're the best thing about Philly, okay? Anyway.
There's pretzels out there.
Oh, yeah, and probably this the steak sandwiches, right? Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Okay, so who I got Glamma's Closet. She is going to rock her goal, right?
50 listings, 500 subscribers, and 2
That's
videos.
right, for the cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, our postal hub is trash. Yeah. Well, wherever he was, there actually could have been 2 places that they could have delivered it. So I tried calling both of them, but it ended up happening. I mean, they were all lost and it was a big mess anyway. So let's see. I hear from Brandon chewing this morning. Yeah, Brandon really liked my cookies. So But, some people are easier to please than others. Some people are super excited about cookies and other people. And that's the funny part is like all my kids are grown and they could care less whether mom makes cookies or not. So it's just nice to have people be like, ooh, cookies. So I like to cook. So Johnny does too. I watched one of his videos today. That was really awesome. So I have no business eating cookies, but it doesn't stop me. Yeah, well, I did it for the cookies. Could I send cookies to Mexico? Would it take forever to get there? And they would probably be closed by the time they got there, wouldn't they?
They might not make it either.
Right? Okay, resale royalty. He's probably still wearing the crumbs. Yeah, probably. I did it for the cookies. Well, okay, so we're going to do this again next week. Maybe we can see who we got on here for next week.
Yeah, hopefully everybody's
just over an hour, and I thought maybe an hour is probably take 2 months to get to Mexico. Actually, I sent a pair, and that's going to be in my hopefully my what sold video. I sent a pair of bikers. Now they called them pants, but somebody else said no, they're bikers chaps, and I'm like, whatever. Point being that through the global shipping program, and I was really nervous about it, and they went through just fine. I even got a positive feedback from him, and he was like, I'm super happy with what I got. And I was like, good, because you just never know. My other thing, that cow went clear to Israel, the little short that I had, Besame Mucho, she went all the way to Israel, Tel Aviv, Israel. So yeah, so hopefully that gets there.
I don't know why the microphone's doing this, so
yeah, we'll have to play with it and see.
I'll have to get it. I'll have it fixed for next week. I'm motivated to get it fixed. So,
well, like I said, I have a little microphone that I put on my collar, but I don't think then I can hear. So
yeah,
but I have one of those voices that carries, so I usually don't need a microphone.
I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Well, it was great having everybody. Thank you for coming. And like I said, one last chance. Anybody want to get in on the cookies for next week? If you make your goal, tell me what your goal is. Tell me what you're going to do between now and next week for either YouTube or eBay, or maybe you want to go walk every single day between now and next week. Some of us need to walk. I need to walk. I know, now that I quit walking. So
same time, same channel, and hopefully everybody comes back and joins us.
Yeah, I think it went pretty well, and I mean, I know Joey's got his thing going, but you can always bounce back and forth and all that. Yeah, hit the like button if you had fun, and even if you didn't, hit it anyway.
and subscribe to everybody's links in the channel.
Let's do this one more time. If you haven't dropped your link, or even if you have, go ahead and drop your link, because we want to get everybody subscribed. And if you need help with figuring out a short, if you need help figuring out how to do YouTube, I don't know a whole lot, but I'd be happy to get somebody at least go in that direction.
Me too.
So yeah, let's see. Marcy's got her link in there. Backroom show.
And I think everybody is. I think everybody has a wrench. So.
Okay, awesome. Well, don't be afraid to drop your link, and we'll see you again next week. And like I said, try to hit those goals. See what you can get done this week. See what you can post, and see what you can, get listed. Start thinking about what your video ideas are. I have some really exciting contests that I would like for us to do, not necessarily on the chat. I think Mike and I are going to talk a little bit afterwards about doing a collab video where, we won't get into it. You'll have to come back next week to see if Mike liked my ideas or not. So it was, Raina.
Yes, I think she's watching upstairs.
Did you come at the last second? Drop your link if you have a YouTube video.
No, that's my wife.
What's that?
That's my wife.
Raina's your wife. Oh,
I think she's watching upstairs. So.
Raina, nice to see you. Well, I recognize the first name, but not. Yeah. Anyway, that's okay. Sandy, thank you for dropping your link. And like I said, if you want cookies, last chance. Thanks for the show and the subscribers. Yeah, no problem, Jen. Yeah, you can go back and rewatch the show too.
Yep.
Are you going to leave the
It'll be up.
comments in there so
Yep.
that way people
Everything
can
will
click
be.
on the?
Yeah,
Because I
everything should
need to
still
go
be
back
there.
and click on everybody's channel. I'm gonna go back and steal everybody's idea for a YouTube video because I'm just kidding. I wouldn't steal your video, but sometimes I like the style of how some people do it. So it was great having you guys. Thanks so much for
Thanks for
coming and
joining,
being part
guys.
of the show. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Take
Bye.
care. Bye.